Performance. What a performance.
Sean Murphy,
Thank you.
congratulations. Do you know what? We were all talking about your performance. You got the win, but it wasn't just the fact that you won the match, it was the way you did it. Just give us a sense of how you are feeling and how were you just that good out there today? Because everyone was describing it as flawless, as perfect, as the best they've ever seen.
I think when you're playing great players, which Xintong unquestionably is, it kind of makes it straightforward for you, doesn't it? At 3-0 down in the match, if you'd said you're going to be levels going into the last session, I'd have snapped your hand off. So I was able, even though I'd lost yesterday's night session, I was able to get myself in a good headspace for today. And I just knew that today I had to come out and play properly. I knew I had to be somewhere near my best, and I think I was. I'm delighted with how I played.
You talk about getting yourself in a good headspace. How did you do that, though? Because you actually look like you really enjoyed it out there, which not a lot of people do at this stage.
Yeah, I put my phone on do not disturb.
Right.
It's always a good idea.
Because all your friends, they want to get involved and they've all got their own piece of advice and you can get a bit lost. So I didn't really sort of interact with anyone, just stayed in our little bubble doing our own thing, came down, practiced, hit some balls, all the stuff that's got us to this point. Yeah. But as I say, I'm so in awe of Xintong and how he plays the game, and he's just when he's in full flow, he's just mesmerising to watch.
Did he make you play even better? He brought the best out of you, because we were talking about how you sort of complemented each other, the way the both of you were playing and scoring, and the frames were going so quickly. Did he bring the best out of you?
Well, I think after the first session, I think I was guilty in the first session of just being a bit on edge. It was all a bit too important, even though I shaded it 5-3. We were both gone in the last 2 frames of that first session, because how important it is. How important that 1 frame lead could be. And in the end, I was 2. But neither of us were comfortable. But as I say, I think going into today's session, I just knew that if I didn't play well, because I knew he was going to play well. I knew if I didn't, I'd lose.
But the big difference, maybe when you look at the stats, they don't always tell the story. But the long puck success. His was a lot lower than yours. You were cracking in the long shots all session. I mean, that's an incredible standard. Was it 100%? I don't know where it was up to. It was ridiculous. Sure. It was ridiculous standard. And every now and again, when he had a long shot, and you put him under pressure from the break-off as well.
I was trying to create a situation where I'm not trying to leave these shot to nothings. I'm trying to leave. If I leave you a long pod on, that's fine. But there's chaos. There's trouble should you miss it. Because we're all practicing those shots to nothings for hours every day. So if one pops its head out, you just play it.
Yeah, exactly.
Difference, maybe this session, he left me a few where I could go for it with freedom. There was no penalty to missing it. Whereas I was trying to leave him a problem, and even in the end.
That break has become so effective, we were trying to... Because you were telling me...
Where are going off.
And the ones we hit the blue for.
They're not so effective.
I was trying to explain what you were telling me this morning about the amount of frames that you've won.
And he explained it really well, by the way. He explained it really well.
The frames that you haven't lost from your break-off.
Yeah. I think when you're looking for improvement, certainly at the top end of the pro level, you're looking at just those minor little half percentage points. It's the fine margins. And one of the things that stuck out for me was how many frames I lose from the break. Dragging the red back up over the middle, leaving the long red, leaving the shot to nothing that we all leave. I'm just sick of it. And so Peter and I were in the house, we were practicing away, we said, let's try something different. So we sat there for hours hitting the break off. And we stumbled upon one that, works. But interestingly, when I watch... when I watch some old footage.
Old?
You broke off like that in the 80s. You were doing the same thing.
Well,
so
probably miscued.
Yeah, no. No. Seriously, if you watch back arguably the most famous frame of all time, that's how Steve broke off in it. So, you're still teaching us still to this day, Steve.
Oh, you can never stop learning, can you?
No.
I wanted to ask you, you said, you mentioned Peter Ebdon, you've had him in your camp, in your corner for a while. How much of a difference has that made, do you think?
I think it's certainly made me... It's helped me tap into that sort of reservoir of toughness that, I've always been quite tough mentally. But Peter, having been out there and done it, having had the fight and worn the T-shirt himself, he's able just to give you that little word that gets you in that zone. Sometimes I've been a bit soft. And I'm not saying I've gone nasty, not at all, but I've certainly gone harder. And I'm not willing to buckle perhaps as easy as I was.
Well, you look very assured out there, and you had a great aura, great energy about you. I mean, Stephen Hendry in commentary said it was flawless, and Stephen's compliments don't come by very easy, do they? So
that's
someone
a good check, Stephen. Do we need to send an intervention for Stephen?
Tonight, I take it you'll be watching John Higgins against Robertson?
Yeah, do you know what? One of the other things I've done this week, I've not watched as much snooker.
No.
Joe and I have been ploughing through Below Deck. You know, we're absolutely addicted to Below Deck. Yeah.
Good one? Good
yeah, no,
recommend?
we're absolutely addicted to it. So I've tried to stay away, which is hard for me because I absolutely love it. You know, I love watching it. I love all the things around snooker. I'm still that kid at heart, you know. But for what's best for performance, I have to try and keep away from it. So
I guess experience teaches you that, then,
exactly.
doesn't it?
And also, you don't want to watch because you get involved, and it's sort of boring, sort of energy that you need to be conservative because you're only halfway there now. You know, semi-finals. So you're better off keeping away and just doing your own thing. And
well, that said, you might not have watched much, but would you rather play Robertson or Higgins?
I mean, I've played them both here in some great matches. I played John in the final. I played Neil a couple of times here. I know we had a semi here a few years ago. Like, you're splitting hairs between two legends. Like, you know, whoever comes through, it's going to be very, very difficult. So, yeah, hopefully they'll go all the way, 13-12 on the black, about 2 in the morning. Meanwhile, I'll be softly sound asleep.
Excellent stuff. Well, it's been a pleasure chatting to you. Congratulations.
Spot into the corner pocket. Is he on the yellow? As he looks round at the scoreboard, we show you that wonderful pot there. And if he is on the yellow, he must be. He can get onto the red next to the pink. The red will put him 43 in front, but there's a sitter of a pink waiting.
Four.
Just the pink to make absolutely sure. I'm not sure what you're doing tomorrow, but tune in at 1 o'clock. You're going to see a wizard against a magician because Sean Murphy's waiting.
10.
What a win for John Higgins. OK, it's not the same style of win as it was against Ronnie, when it was all big breaks, all frames 101 visit, but
11.
he's come through. Well, struggle of a match. He can play any type of snooker. He's just an unbelievable competitor.
Wouldn't it be nice if you could finish with a John Higgins special? One
70.
of the best doublers of a ball we've ever seen. It's hard to describe, even someone like John, who's won this world title 4 times, what it means to him. It's an unbelievable victory for him. Well,
23.
doesn't matter about that. Neil Robertson, with a big smile, comes forward to congratulate John Higgins. That's nice to see. But can you believe it? Almost 51 years of age, and the Wizard of Wishart gets himself into the semi-final, beating Neil Robertson 13 frames to 10. Well done, John.
Brilliant victory for John. Legend, absolutely extraordinary. You've done it the hard way, John. Can you just describe how it feels and what it means to get back for a 12th time for the one table?
Yeah, amazing. Happy birthday, Mum. It's her birthday tomorrow. So
fantastic.
Happy
That's
birthday.
a
So,
heck of a present.
it's a great achievement, I think, getting back to that one table. Being so close last year with Mark, just missing out. It was heartbreaking in a way when you watch it on the TV, because you think you just love to get back there one more time, and then I'm managing to do it. It'll be an amazing feeling to step out there in the crucible. It's just me and Sean. It'll be amazing.
How tough was it? Because Neil made it really tough early on, and exactly the same as the match against Ronnie. You came in 7-9 behind, and you got it done again. But how would you contrast the challenge of both of those contexts, Sean?
It's just always going home with a deficit. Yeah. It's amazing, like Denise is with me, and I'm just saying I'm always behind. But that gives you the belief that you can come out and do it. Yeah. Because if you were in front and then you fall behind in maybe some matches, you're maybe thinking, I can't come back here. But when we're always behind, it's as if I always feel as if I've got a chance.
I mean, it's been a shocking draw as well, hasn't it? I mean, you got Ali Carter, who was like probably the best qualifier. Yeah. Then you've had Ronnie, and now you got Neil. Yeah. I mean, so you're having to work.
Yeah, I mean, like, but after I beat Ronnie, people were saying, "Oh, are you delighted? Are you delighted?" I'm thinking, I know I've got Neil Robertson next. There's just no way you can actually get happy, because then you're facing another unbelievable champion, and I've got the utmost respect for Neil, and he's such a tough competitor. He got a couple of bad rubs. We went in off twice. That probably has changed the game. You know what I mean? That it was incredibly unlucky, but yeah, I'm just proud that I'm still in there fighting.
But at the same time, John, it was a 54-minute frame. You had that fantastic yellow to green, and then that really led to the point where you were on the brink to get over the line. There was so much petrol that was having to be used up in those situations. How much energy did you have in the closing stages?
That is the best yellow I've ever potted.
Right.
With the rest. To get back for the green. The way I've nipped it to get back. I'm not the best with the rest, but that is the best shot I've ever played.
Perfect timing as well. Massive frame.
Yeah, massive. So, yeah, amazing.
Can I ask you, what is it that you do, and how do you do it in those circumstances when the back's to the wall? What do you find, and how do you find it?
I don't know, Hazel. It's just us Scottish, isn't it? We just fight for everything, don't we? We're not the best at anything, but we just fight, don't we? That's all we do.
You just want to pay for the petrol to go home.
That's all we do, and that's all I've ever done. That's just fight.
Well, actually, talking about the Scottish inspiration, because you and I had a chat a few months ago about this dream that you had. 1998 is the last time that Scotland went to a World Cup finals in the football. You went to Paris as the world champion. Yeah. You've had this little light bulb going that you'd love to go to America as a world champion again, haven't you?
That would be special, wouldn't it?
It would be a
special. But listen, as everybody says, you're only halfway there. Playing Sean Murphy. I seen bits of it against Zigtong, and he actually hits the ball too well sometimes, doesn't he?
He's getting too much work on the cue ball.
He hits it too well, which he always has done. He's just an unbelievable champion as well. So I'm just going to get in, give everything, and see where it takes me.
You've already played a wonderful final with him back in 2009. That was your third world title, John. But the dream is still alive of a fifth. And how much does that drive you? How much does it motivate you? Because I know you've been trying very hard to just go with the flow and be a bit more relaxed here. But is it still shining for you?
It's obviously shining, but I've been so relaxed. I really have. I've been not getting down on myself at all. I've been coming about, practicing, and always got a smile on my face with the boys. And listen, what's not to love? You're doing something you love, and you're playing out there in the biggest stages, and I managed to get through. So I cannot wait to walk out there tomorrow with the one table with Sean.
And we can't wait. Of course, we wish everything, of course, to Sean Murphy too, and indeed to our other semi-finalists who will be there for the first time and will use us.